Hi, this is Danielle. I'm coming to you live for Journal Week 4 with Dr. Luke, or with Instructor Lucas's course. We're going to talk about life stressors. Now, when I took the test on Figure 9.1, I have a 1072 number rating, which means I'm high stress. I am not surprised about this at all because I've had CRPS. I've been dealing with it for 2 years. It's aggressively and progressively worsening without proper physical therapy and constant mind games from the workman comp insurance carriers who are always constantly trying to mess with me so that I get stressed and get sicker, and then they deny the authorizations. It's a very sick system, and I hope none of you ever have to be involved with it. Um, what major stresses are impacting my wellness? Well, obviously them. My physical and brain confusion has been happening a lot these last 2 weeks, as you've noticed from my absence of being able to get to school or take my capsules at the time that I need to. I've been having a lot of physical issues where I was absolutely needed to be seen for the hospital to be checked in and just checked on all day long. I did lots of testing with the scans and everything. Blood testing today. We're going back in for CAT scans and MRIs. Hopefully they'll find something that's going on and we can work with it. However, I've learned to realize that to keep my trust in God, keep my trust in the universe and the energy that it provides, because to be honest, the system is set up for you to stay sick. It is not set up for you to become healthy. That's why I've taken upon my own self to figure out how to do this, and so I could help others in the future when I get my PhD or my doctorate and go into research and work with these patients, because I believe there is definitely cures that they're not letting us know that I've been finding alternatively. Um, what major stressors are impacting my wellness? I just finished answering that. Okay, so what dimensions of wellness are impacted by your stress? All of them, every single one. I had a very successful, still have it, it's just hanging out by thread. 16 years I put my heartfelt this career passion of being a caterer for movies and television. Um, for 16 years I've been doing that. The last 2 years it has dwindled down to where I'm only a consultant in my own business, and it's very upsetting. And but I've got now my new job is to focus on educating myself so I could go into my new phase of life and help others with CRPS by research and development and working with them with alternative approaches that are healing, not the ones that they have now. The protocols are ridiculous. Um, oh, good Lord, what everything's affected. I just can't even describe. It's like everything has changed so much. Relaxation technique. I do a lot of deep breathing where first I've got to create my chi by slapping my hands, warming them up, and I put them over my eyes. This is where the burning starts in my head, where I get the migraines. I do this. Keep them there and deep breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Then I take a point right back here on my nervous system, on my limbic system, pull it forward to my solar plexus. What you're doing is you're really getting your blood flow to stay with that nice feeling of the chi going on it. So it's calming down. It's calming down my blood pressure, my stress, everything like that. I like to do this sitting down with my eyes closed 2 or 3 times. Then I do breathing. I do inhale for 6, hold for 2, and exhale for 8. And each one I try to do 4 times with my eyes closed. The last one is the longest exhale. You try to do it slower each time. Super easy. Inhale for 6. That was it. I do that 4 times with my eyes closed. It does help, and then I've also been getting more and more active with my higher brain living. The more I'm learning the technique for relaxation and to disassociate or disengage from my pain, which is fantastic. Um, practice on a regular basis, absolutely. I'm already in, and it's already helped. Even though my brain gets crazy and all that stuff, there's nothing I can do with that besides change my nutrition and change the amount that I'm doing with my physical activity, going to the pool or doing meditation, and lots of breathing and prayers, and lots of HBL. I've been practicing nightly and in the morning, getting the habit of that, which helps me to disengage from the pain and engage in a higher purpose or like a focus point instead of the pain being my focus point, creating anxiety and all that. What are my major health risks and diseases associated with distress? Well, what are the major health risks? Depression, fatigue, CRPS, autoimmune, lupus, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, cardiac arrest, hypertension, stroke, and even death. Stress can cause aneurysms and can just snap, create death like that. I go, stress is a major influx. I believe it's a disease in itself, not just a symptom. Um, what's the two strategies that effectively deal with the stress and what I consider using on a weekly basis? Absolutely. Higher brain living, which I use to engage my frontal lobe cortex, as well as meditation and visualization. I have uh, like vision boards that I think of lately. I do a lot of breathing and meditation towards the moon and the solar advances, and also to God. And I do ask that there is um, attraction and gratefulness and stuff like that. And I like to put that out into the universe, and hopefully it'll attract it back to me. It's been great talking to you. Have a great day. Bye.